Loss control is the proactive measures that each entity in the state takes to prevent or reduce loss evolving from accident, injury, illness, and property damage. To do this, the Department of Administrative Services (DOAS) and its Risk Management Services Division works closely with each state entity to build a risk management culture that can allow operational changes that eliminate hazards or minimize their impact through the implementation of Comprehensive Loss Control Program (CLCP). Risk Management Services annually process over 10,000 claims for injured state workers, damaged vehicles and property, and claims from individuals and groups seeking monetary damages from the state and its agencies. These claims equate to about $170 million per year in state fund. Add to this the indirect costs of lost workplace productivity and additional administrative time that employees in the state spend in dealing with these events. To implement changes that are meaningful and actually affect results, Risk Management Services works closely with agencies on fine-tuning incentives and deterrents that ensure that state entities are covered by state insurance programs. As a result, the state implemented an equitable system where the state entities bear the burden for the claims they experience, with each claim causing a financial impact on that agency. The vehicle to drive these changes is a Loss Control Program, or CLCP, aimed at recognizing, evaluating, controlling, and anticipating risks and hazards that lead to losses. If state entities can stop an incident before it happens, the only cost is the time spent in preventing it. If state entities anticipate and prepare for losses, the state as a whole can mitigate the severity of those losses, as well as demonstrate due diligence in dealing with hazards. Loss control will change our workplaces and build a risk management culture. CLCP consists of 8 basic components that each state entity customizes based on its operational risks. As part of the program, each covered state entity develops a written, specific, and comprehensive loss control plan that establishes systems, policies, procedures, and practices to effectively control identified risk exposures and identify the individuals designated to verify compliance with the applicable programs. How does DOAS assist? DOAS partners with the state entity to assist with implementation, benchmarking, and measurement. Here are the CLCP components. Let's briefly discuss each of these components in a little more detail. Because most injuries to employees are preventable, each participating entity creates a plan for the identification and control of hazards and exposures within their operations. What is in this plan? Policies such as incident-accident investigation, return to work, and training policies based on exposures. Each entity establishes a written program about the delivery of training materials to its employees and a procedure that helps in the verification of conformance. Each entity creates systems to maintain property inventories and discipline employees accused of or found to have stolen or misused state funds or property. This includes general guidelines on recovery of state assets. Each entity creates systems to eliminate or reduce the effect of employment practice claims, such as harassment. Typically, this includes an employee handbook containing policies and procedures and systems to prevent premises and operation claims, such as third-part injuries or vehicle damage from powered equipment. State agencies must ensure transitional duty jobs are available for injured workers that are medically capable of work. With this in mind, the agency develops Georgia activity analyses for all positions by class and uses these documents to assist in identifying what activities the worker can perform. Employees driving on state business regardless of vehicle ownership, state, personal, rented, or leased, are covered for damages caused while operating the vehicle. With this in mind, agencies create a motor vehicle use policy and a driver qualification program, participate in the Report My Driving program, and set up an auto accident review panel. DOAS Fleet Management Office provides a system for monitoring vehicles for preventative maintenance, provides resources for vehicle repairs including routine replacement of tires and batteries, as well as repairs for accident damage. Entities that maintain state-owned buildings establish and maintain systems and resources to ensure that routine maintenance is performed to correct facility deficiencies, provide for inspections, a system to manage changes to existing systems or new systems, and a system to track corrective actions and inspection recommendations until completion. Risk Management Services helps state agencies create a successful comprehensive loss control programs, CLCP. Want to know more? Contact Risk Management Services at losscontrol@doas.ga.gov for assistance.